What's up everyone? In today's video I'm going over my top 5 predictions for the 2017 Mr. Olympia competition. Coming in at number 5, William Banach. Now the reason I put him in the top 5 is just because look at this guy's nice round muscle bellies. I mean, he's built relatively similar to Phil Heath when it comes to the narrow shoulders, and he has so much muscle on such a small frame, which makes him look so much bigger and also heavier than he actually is. If this guy comes in conditioned, as I hope he does, he can definitely crack the top 5, and so his conditioning will be the determining factor on how well he will do, because his genetics are really great. I mean, he's a very short guy, but he's really dense looking, and his muscle bellies are just insane. At number 4 I have Shawn Rhoden. Now the reason I put Shawn Rhoden only on 4th place is because going into this year's Olympia preparation he definitely had to deal with some issues, so I'm not quite sure if he will be able to come in with the greatest shape yet. So I'm not quite sure, and that's why I am placing him only on 4th place, because usually he's definitely a Mr. Olympia contender battling for that number 1 place. I mean, he has the symmetry, he has the size, and he also has the nice round muscle bellies. He's also representing the aesthetics. He has a really small waist, even though he had some issues holding his gut in. He had kind of a bulge in his lower abs these past couple of years. But if he's on, he's definitely very dangerous and definitely a contender for the Mr. Olympia title. But as I said, he had some issues going into this year's prep, so that's why I only placed him at number 4. Coming in 3rd, I see Dexter the Blade Jackson. This guy has an incredible shape, an incredible consistency. I've never seen this guy off. He's always 2 to 3% within his best shape, always conditioned, always looking full 3D. He has a well-rounded and balanced physique. He's an aesthetic guy with a nice midsection, and he's definitely battling for the top spots and that's if the top guys come in off. So if Phil Heath comes in off, or Big Ramy, Dexter is there to take the top spot. But if those both two guys, so Big Ramy and Phil Heath, come in a great shape, I don't see Dexter placing higher than number 3, but he's definitely a great contender, and he's there if anybody comes off, the top guys comes in off, he's there to take the top spot. Second place goes out to Big Ramy. I think we can all agree upon that if this guy brings it together, so size, symmetry and conditioning, that he will take the Mr. Olympia title, and no one will take it from him for a long time. If he nails his conditioning, that is, because he has the size, he outmuscles everyone by far. He has the symmetry, he has the midsection. We have never seen a guy north of 300 pounds with such a controlled and nice looking midsection. No one has ever seen it, but he never comes in peeled. He never nails his conditioning. I mean, he's placing better and better, he's making improvements each and every year, which is, like I said, reflected in his placings. But we have to yet see his best shape, and he never nailed his conditioning. But if he manages to do so this year, which we all hope to see because it would be spectacular, then he's definitely very dangerous. He's gonna be very dangerous and battling for the top spot. If he nails his conditioning, he could definitely dethrone Phil Heath, but I'm not quite sure if he will be able to do so yet, and if he has managed to mature his muscle yet, because Phil Heath, if he's on, is very hard to beat. So we will see. I really hope that we will see the best Big Ramy we have yet seen, and I'm definitely looking forward to his appearance. And the title going to Phil the Gift Heath. Yeah guys, I think that this year's title will once again go to Phil Heath. If he brings in the shape he was last year, or even improves as he promised, so we'll see if he delivers on it, I think he will be very, very hard to beat, because he brought in the shape, the size, the symmetry, the conditioning. I mean, just the amount of details he has in his when he does his rear lat spread and his rear double biceps makes him very hard to beat, and his most muscular is by far the best one in the business. He's looking 3D, and I met him in person in Germany, in Cologne at the FIBO, and guys, I saw every single muscle fiber on his biceps. That guy has such a thin skin, must be from all the fish he's eating, if you know what I mean guys. It's just incredible, and this guy was in the mid of his off season, so he was bulking, and I think that the pictures don't do him justice. Just imagine how great he looks on stage with freaking 4% body fat, and if he brings in the goodies just as he did last year or even improves, if he keeps his midsection that has been bothering him for the last 1 to 2 years, if he brings all the goodies to the stage, he will be very hard to beat, and I think he will go for the 7th title, which would make him a tie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. What are your top 5 predictions for this year's Olympia? Other than that, thanks for tuning in, and I'll be talking to all of you in the next video. Germ Gains, peace out.